Okay, so today we're basically going to be detectives. We're on the trail of a single, really powerful idea. An idea that was born over 200 years ago, but somehow it escaped, and it might just be living in your pocket right now.
Yeah, I know. It sounds like a weird riddle, doesn't it? What on earth could connect a dusty old prison blueprint with the way you scroll through your feed? Well, that's the mystery we're here to solve today. Stick with me.
So, our story doesn't start with an app or an algorithm. It starts with an actual building. I want you to picture it. We're going way back to the late 18th century, and our first clue is a set of architectural plans.
And this is it. It's called the Panopticon, and it was dreamed up by a philosopher named Jeremy Bentham. The design is honestly kind of genius. Imagine a big circular building with cells all around the outside edge. Right in the middle, a watchtower. From that tower, one guard can see into every single cell. But, and this is the secret sauce, the prisoners can't see into the tower, so they have no idea. Are they being watched right now or not?
See, the real power here isn't in the locks or the bars. It's a psychological trick. The guard sees everything, but remains invisible. For the prisoner, that creates this constant, nagging uncertainty. And because you could be watched at any moment, what do? You start policing yourself. You just behave, all the time. You become your own guard. I love this analogy. It's like you're a fish in a bowl, but the glass is one way. You can't see out. Now, there might be no one there watching you, but the possibility, just the sheer possibility that someone could be, is enough to completely change your behavior. That feeling is the engine of the Panopticon.
So for a long time, the Panopticon was kind of just this weird footnote in architectural history. But then, fast forward to the 1970s. A French philosopher, Michel Foucault, dusts off this old idea and sees something so much bigger.
Foucault had this massive aha moment. He said, wait a second, this isn't just about a prison. This is a diagram for how modern power works. He realized that power wasn't just about kings and armies anymore. It had gotten smarter, more subtle. It works through watching, through collecting information, through creating docile subjects, that's us, who learn to discipline ourselves. And once Foucault pointed this out, it was one of those things you can't unsee. People started spotting this panoptic principle everywhere. It had broken out of the prison and was hiding in plain sight, in the most normal places you could imagine.
Like, think about the old industrial factory. You've got the foreman walking the floor, watching everyone. You've got the time clock on the wall, measuring every minute. It's a machine for observing and controlling people's time and bodies.
We're a school. The classic classroom layout, with the teacher up front able to see everyone. The constant exams and grades, the bells. The whole system is designed to watch, to rank, and to train you to behave in a specific, predictable way.
And, of course, the most obvious one today. Just look up. CCTV cameras. We walk around most cities now with this background hum of an assumption that we are being recorded. It's just part of the furniture.
So you see, it's not one giant top-down system. It's more like salt. You just sprinkle a little bit of this panoptic idea into a school or a hospital or a factory, and it subtly but completely changes how power works there.
All right, now let's bring this story home right into the 21st century. Because the most effective, most perfect panopticon ever built isn't made of bricks and steel. It's made of silicon and software.
Let's just compare them for a second. Bentham's tower was a physical thing. You could point to it. It controlled your physical actions. Today's algorithmic panopticon is digital. It's everywhere at once, and the observer is just invisible code. And here's the biggest shift. It's not just trying to control what you do. It's trying to predict and even shape what you're going to do next. You see this everywhere. It's in the way we carefully edit our lives on social media, because we know someone, friends, bosses, strangers, might be watching. It's in the software that tracks our keyboard activity while we work from home. It's in the algorithms that calculate our credit score or tell police where to patrol.
This is such a great way to think about it. It's like we're living in a hall of digital mirrors. Every ad we're shown, every like we get, it's a reflection of us, curated by an algorithm. And just like when you catch a reflection in a shop window, you instinctively adjust yourself. You adapt your digital reflection for that invisible audience.
But the story doesn't end there. This isn't just a one-way street of total control. Because whenever power gets a new tool, people get creative. The act of watching has started to go in more than one direction. So now we've got some new concepts on the table. There's the synopticon. That's the reverse, where the many watch the few. Think about reality TV or celebrity culture.
Then there's surveillance. This is huge. It literally means watching from below. It's when a citizen pulls out their phone to record the police. And then there's the engine driving it all, surveillance capitalism, the whole economic model built on harvesting our data for profit, mostly for things like targeted ads.
Okay, so we've traveled from an 18th century prison blueprint all the way to the phone in your hand. Let's just zoom out for a second and ask the big question. So what? Why does this all matter?
Well, the stakes couldn't be higher. This isn't just some abstract theory. It's about fundamental questions of power. Who gets to do the watching and who gets watched? It's about our own sense of freedom. Do we act less spontaneously? Are we less ourselves when we feel observed? And it's a big deal for democracy, too. Can people organize and protest freely if they know they're being monitored?
When you lay it all out, you can really see the journey this idea has been on. It starts as a physical building, transforms into this powerful metaphor, and then gets reborn in the digital networks that run our world. What a long, strange trip it's been.
And if you take away just one thing from all this, let it be this. The genius of the Panopticon and the danger is that its control is quiet. It isn't loud or violent. It's gentle. It's subtle. And it works by getting us to participate in our own discipline. And that makes it incredibly hard to even see, let alone to fight against.
But you know what? This isn't destiny. The story of the Panopticon isn't over. We're the ones who can demand accountability, who can build technology differently, who can learn to watch the watchers. The tale is still being written. The only real question left is, who's holding the pen?